Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're watching this video, my name is Grace and today I just thought I would sit down with you. Hopefully this video won't be too long. I don't expect it to be, but we'll have to see. I just wanted to talk about how I seem to balance school, university, athletics, social life, job, blah, like everything that kind of comes and goes in my life, because I have a lot of people say to me like, Grace, how on earth do you manage to do, how do you balance everything? And to be honest, I don't really know. So I'm just going to talk through kind of my experiences with it all growing up and a few tips that I've learned or I have that have really helped me and hopefully will help you guys too. Quick disclaimer, just wanted to say that
I am not trying to brag in this video. I'm just going to talk through my experiences with how my life has been growing up. What I've done, what I still do.
I wanted to just put that out and say that now before I get people saying, I'm showing off, really saying this. So just wanted to say that now. Okay, if you're new, please smash that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. You know, it's free to subscribe. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe, but help me out and let's go on with the video. Okay, so my first thing I was going to just talk about is what kind of, you know, goes on. So I have always been a really sporty person since a young age. I've done multiple sports at the same time. Obviously now I just focus on athletics, but growing up I did football, swimming, netball, cheer, athletics, all sorts. I've always had sporting activities happening after school, so you know, school, sport, eat dinner, whatever. So more recently, I would say the past like 12 months. So my training, I train 5 to 6 days a week, it depends, with my old coach, my current coach, time of year it is. So I have that balance, and obviously I had my A-levels to balance in school, which were a lot of work. We had freeze in school, so more time was there. I got school and sport, and then obviously on top of that, social life, seeing friends, going out for food, things like that. And then since coming to university, I now also have a job. I work in a cafe close to university. People there are so lush, they're so nice. So yeah, even more things to try and balance. Growing up, I always had busy weekends, competing Saturday, Sunday, both days, half a day. So I always try and fit things in around all of that. And I've grown up with this busy lifestyle. I don't really know any different, which might sound really weird to some, but for me, I'm just going with the flow. So I believe I've always had a good balance with everything. You know, balancing social life. Hi, Ed and Grace here. I'm doing my Mac camera so I look a bit backwards so it freaks me out. So basically I've discovered that the lighting is a bit funky. I'll use that word for the rest of, for most of the video, and I'm really sorry. I didn't realise that I filmed like until I finished filming, so I have to just live with a nice glowing Grace, but let's crack on, enjoy. Knowing when I need to do schoolwork or uni work, knowing when I need to, you know, prioritising sport or a family event if I need to over something else. So I've just got a few tips I wanted to share, kind of my experiences and what I kind of do. So tip number 1, know your priorities. So this is so important. For me, my 3 main things are athletics, so my sport, uni, so my academics, and socialising. And it's really important for you to understand and know where you think your balance is. So for me, I know that I want to train. If I'm competing, obviously I'm going to compete. To make sure I do all my uni work, well, when I can anyway, and stay on top of that. And almost for me, trying to socialise and fit that in comes in afterwards. Because obviously with sport, you're with friends. With uni, you're with friends. So that kind of comes in hand with what you're doing. I need to decide what's most important to you. I have really understanding friends. So when I'm competing or I've training, if I say to them like, hey, I can't stay out late, they are totally okay with that. And I really believe you need to surround yourself with people who understand your other commitments in life and are there to support you, because if not, goodbye. Because why be friends with somebody who tells you you can't do something, or they don't understand how much you love doing sport or music or the arts? So that's my first tip. Tip 2 is to plan. Oh my gosh, plan. For me, as you saw in my last video, I am a big lover of mind maps, lists, just knowing what needs to be done by what day, if you have any commitments that day. So for example, training times, you've got uni deadlines, if you've got lectures, you've got school lessons, knowing those slots in your day, and then knowing, okay, so I have some free time for me either to chill, maybe do some extra work, get things ready for later on in the day, like pack your training bag for instance, and then maybe, you know, potentially a social opportunity like going for a coffee, going for a walk, in the good old days, going out for a meal. But yeah, planning is so important. Anyway, okay, right, my third tip, and I think something that I developed a lot, is having good time management. Be strict with yourself. This can be really hard. I know we're all like, we like to wander and get distracted on our phones, but being strict with yourself, even if it's a case of like, right, I got 1 hour, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna smash out this uni work and then move on. For me with training, whilst it's important to obviously have the appropriate recovery and rest in the session, just making sure you go in and you might say, right, I know I need to do X, Y, Z, warm up, hurdle drills, sprint, cool down. And just making sure you stick to your times. Don't wander for like 40 minutes and talk to loads of people. Obviously that's a great thing to do, and I do that sometimes, and probably my coach finds that annoying, but it's really important if you have a particularly hard day or deadlines coming up, that once you finish, you kind of leave. You get there, you crack on and you smash it out, and then happy days. So sometimes I find when I'm really busy, then I have like downtime, or say I have loads of free time, I'm like, what? But it's really nice to just breathe, go for a walk, chill. That's really important. That leads perfectly on to my fourth tip, is having that time to relax and recoup, just like collate your thoughts. I bullet journal, so for me I write down kind of what happened that day, some good things of the week. It's a really positive and reflective thing to do that I actually really love recently, especially in lockdown now, just knowing, oh wow, look what I did this, and I managed to do this today. Because sometimes when you're so caught up in like the busyness, you forget what you've done. Even write things down like, wash my hair, it's like, it's another tick off the list, or sort out my files for next week's uni work, you know, another tick. So I think those things are really important, just to have that time to kind of go whew, and breathe. Not really a tip, but something that I've always done. I like having really productive mornings, so just getting up and cracking on, because I often find that come 2-3 o'clock my body naturally starts to kind of unwind and it's like, let's not do any more work, and I'm like, no. So just being able, or for me, just having a quite productive morning routine and just getting on with things, and then you know you've got like a solid 2 or 3 hours work under your belt, so then it gives you more time later in the day to do your bits and bobs. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it's something you might be interested in. I know, well, people have said to me like, how'd you do it? And I still don't really know. So these are just some things I came up with, and hopefully you'll help other student athletes, people just balancing lots of things in their life out, because obviously now with YouTube, it's another thing added to my list, so fun time. But if you like this video, give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you for a new video soon. Oh, and follow me on Instagram. I'll put my Twitter and Instagram handles by here, and I'll see you guys for a new video very soon. Bye! Whoop, ba-dum, bum, bum, boom.